Well, hi, hello my dear students. Welcome to my video lecture class. Right up to now I uploaded video lectures on the topic fluid statics. In this topic I already uploaded two video lectures. So please watch the two video lectures. On those lectures I discussed pressure, important units of pressure, pressure variation with depth and height, and this pressure depends upon what factors pressure is depends. I discussed. And one more thing, this pressure, how it will varies with depth, height, and one more thing, the important properties of pressure also I discussed on those two lectures. Please watch the two lectures for better understanding. So now today I am going to discuss some more details about this fluid statics chapter. So please watch the lecture till the end. Definitely you should love this lecture. So let's begin our topic. So today's topic is in fluid statics, variation of pressure in accelerated fluids. Variation of pressure in accelerated fluids. Okay. So here the main important thing is pressure is varies with depth, height, and when pressure is varies whether fluid is accelerated. Okay, pressure is varies whether fluid is accelerated. Here accelerated direction is vertically upward direction or vertically downward direction or horizontal direction. Pressure must be varies and formula must be varies. Now I am discuss case 1. In this case 1, pressure difference when liquid is accelerated upwards. Liquid is accelerated upwards. Vertically upwards. Liquid is accelerated vertically upwards. So observe carefully. Let us consider, I'll start from here. Let us consider a container. Let us consider a container which is filled with the water or any fluid, okay, which is accelerated upwards. It is accelerated upwards. So what are the major forces acting on this fluid? So let us consider, here is a point. Let us consider a point in this container. Here what are the forces acting? Generally pressure is equal to force by area. Then force is equal to pressure into area. Is it or not? Here what are the forces acting on it? So from bottom, pressure P into A is here, pressure P into A, that means PA force is acting at bottom due to the liquid. So bottom of the container PA pressure is acting, and at the top due to atmospheric pressure P0 A is acting, and a weight mg is acting downward direction. Like this, here three forces are acting. One is the P0 A, that means P0 is atmospheric pressure into area of the container A. So P0 into A, that force is acting downward direction. Downward force is P into A, it is acting upward direction, and weight mg is acting downward direction. Like this, three forces are acting on this container, and this whole setup is accelerated upwards. Here this whole setup is accelerated upwards. So then observe carefully. Net force is equal to, so here when this container accelerated upwards, when the container accelerated upwards, upward forces is greater than downward forces, then only it is possible. Upward forces, some upward forces is greater than downward force. Upward forces are greater than downward force, then only it is possible. When the container accelerated upwards, upward forces are greater than downward force. What are the upward forces here? So upward force is pressure PA is upward force. Downward forces are. So that means net force means upward force minus downward force, because upward forces are greater here. What is upward force? PA is upward force. Downward forces are mg plus P naught into A. So net force means difference between upward force and downward force. Upward force is PA, downward force is here downward acting force are mg and P naught A. PA minus mg plus P naught A. So from this we got F net means according to Newton's second law, net force formula, mass into acceleration, mass of the container into acceleration is A, is equal to PA minus mg minus P naught A. Okay, so now from this PA is equal to MA plus mg plus P naught A. Okay, so P naught A. So that means PA minus P naught A is equal to M into A plus G. So here P minus P naught into A is equal to, so already we know density is equal to mass by volume. Here density means rho. Rho is equal to mass by volume. Then mass is equal to density into volume. So we know that volume V is equal to length into breadth into height. Here length into breadth means area into height. Here volume is equal to area into height. So from this mass we got density into volume means what we got, area into height. Whenever mass is there, you just put rho AH. So here rho mass is nothing but what we got, rho AH into A plus G. So that means here A going to be cancelled. Finally what we got? P minus P naught is equal to rho H into A plus G. So pressure difference what we got, P minus P naught is equal to rho H into A plus G. Okay, so net pressure at this point, so let us consider this point is A. Okay, pressure at point A is P is equal to P naught plus rho H into A plus G. So whenever fluid is accelerated upwards with acceleration A, so we got P is equal to pressure at a point A is P is equal to P naught plus rho H into A plus G. Here P naught means atmospheric pressure, rho means density, A means acceleration, G means acceleration due to gravity. So this is about case 1 when liquid is accelerated vertically upwards. So now case 2, liquid is accelerated vertically downwards. Liquid is accelerated vertically downwards. Case 2. Case 2. Observe carefully. So now we are going to discuss case 2. Pressure difference when liquid is accelerated vertically downwards. Vertically downwards. Right now liquid is accelerated vertically downwards with acceleration A. Downwards. So I'll consider, so this is a container. So it is filled with a fluid. Let us consider container. It is filled with a fluid. Now it is accelerated vertically downwards with acceleration A. In previous case we discussed container is accelerated vertically upwards. Now we discussed container is accelerated downwards. Observe carefully. So here what are the forces acting now? Due to atmospheric pressure some force is acting. That force is P0 into A. Due to liquid column some force is acting, that is acting upwards, that is PA. And weight mg is acting downward direction. That weight mg is acting downward direction. This is like this. So observe carefully. Here container is accelerated vertically downwards. So when it accelerated, container is accelerated vertically downwards. When container accelerated vertically downwards, downward forces is greater than upward force. Downward forces is greater than upward forces. Is it or not? When it is accelerated, downwards is possible. Downward forces are greater than upward forces. Then only it is possible to move it downwards. So downward forces. What are the downward forces acting? So now I am going to apply net force. Net force is equal to downward force is greater. So that's why downward force minus upward forces. Downward forces minus upward forces. So downward forces means, downward forces, what are the downward forces are acting here? Downward force is mg. Mg is a downward force acting minus upward force. What are the upward forces are acting here? Mg, and one more force is acting now. P0A. P0A is acting downward. Mg is acting downward. These two forces minus upward force. What is upward force is acting here? Upward force is a PA. PA is acting. And net force, mass into acceleration. According to Newton's second law, so net force means mass into acceleration. Here mass m into acceleration A is equal to, okay, so here, so already you know mass means density is equal to mass by volume, then mass is equal to density into volume. Volume means area into height. Okay, volume means area into height here. So that means mass is nothing but here rho A H into A. So this is mg plus P0. So here we got mg plus, so again this is also written as, sorry, just wait a few seconds. Ma is equal to mg P0A minus PA. I want P value. PA is moves this side, and this P0A is also moves this side, P naught A, and this MA is moves that side, mg minus MA, mg minus MA. So from this, P minus P naught into A is equal to M into G minus A. Already you know mass value is rho into A into H. So rho into A into H into G minus A. So that means P minus P naught into A is equal to rho A H into G minus A. So here A going to be cancelled. So finally we got P minus P naught is equal to rho H into G minus A. P minus P naught is equal to rho H into G minus A. So from this, P is equal to P naught plus rho H into G minus A. G minus A. Okay. So whether liquid is accelerated vertically downwards, then net pressure is equal to formula P naught plus rho H into G minus A. This is case 2. Whether pressure difference when liquid is accelerated vertically downward. This is case 2. Now case 3. These two cases are vertically moving cases. Now I am discuss horizontally moving cases. Horizontally moving cases. Pressure difference, case 3. So now I am discuss case 3. Case 3. This is very important case. Very important case. Right. Up to now I discussed variation of pressure when liquid container is moving vertically downwards, when liquid container is moving vertically upward with some acceleration. So I discussed two formulas. Whether it is moving downwards, net pressure is equal to P naught plus rho H into G minus A. Whether it is moving vertically upwards means rho H into P is equal to P naught plus rho H into G plus A. So I write these two formulas at one frame here. So when pressure difference otherwise you write like this: variation of pressure when liquid container, when a liquid is accelerated vertically upwards. What formula we got, ma? P is equal to P naught plus rho H into G plus A. Rho H into G plus A. So this is formula 1. Next, what is the second formula we got? Variation of pressure when liquid is accelerated vertically downwards. Vertically downwards means then P is equal to P naught plus rho H into G minus A. Okay, so this is second formula. So these two formulas are very important. Please note down these two formulas. So these derivations I discussed a few minutes back. I discussed these derivations. So observe those derivations and memorize these two formulas. These two formulas are helpful to solve numericals in NEET and JEE. So in next lecture I am going to discuss case 3 regarding variation of pressure in accelerated fluids. I hope you understood this lecture. So I'll continue my lectures and my lectures on this topic next tomorrow session. Thank you for watching my lectures. Thank you for encouraging me.